I was bored of living the 9 till 5 and I was like, I'm going to give this a go.
I bunked 158 students in just 2 weeks.
I did Cancun in March, I've done schoolies, which is in Australia, and then freshers in the UK. I shared my location online. I was like, this is where I'm going to be, let me pleasure you. And there was a massive queue. People was waiting for over 8 hours. I want to beat the world record. It's 948 people in one day. And I love taking visitors.
OnlyFans has taken the world by storm ever since it popped up on the market. It's been very lucrative for some women and their careers, and it's also been very exploitative, not just to them, but to their families, to the random people in public that these OF models are filming while making their videos. Not only are a lot of these OnlyFans models actually grooming younger girls, but they're straight up predators themselves, and I'm here to highlight that today. I think a lot of people struggle with seeing some of the most beautiful specimens on this planet, being women, exploit themselves by playing hide the household vegetables of their cooters for $3.99. One of these predatory OnlyFans models goes by the name of Bonnie Blue, and the internet is pissed at her right now because she went on a podcast bragging about how she trains to sleep with 1,000 men. She wants to break the world record, and the way she does this is, well, sleeping with pretty much kids. She looks for 18-year-old boys at colleges, posts her location, and sleeps with them. And she does it for free, all in exchange that they make an OnlyFans video with her. My name's Roma Army. I'm the first and leading female men's rights advocate in the entire world. And if this is the type of content that you enjoy, please stick around, because today we're gonna be calling out the downfall and the dark side of OnlyFans and their models.
Every time you turn around, said I'm looking for you, and I see you all around, cause you right beside me, looking up, you right beside me. Tell me that you love me, tell me that you really care. Tell me when I close my eyes, I see that ass right there. Tell me what's going on, I'm the girl, what's up with you?
So I'm currently in training right now to be the first person ever to be with 1,000 guys in 24 hours. Now, the last training video I did was with 101 guys in a day.
Now, before you say to me, Roma, how is a woman wanting to take 100 sausages, Willy the One-Eyed Wonder Wieners a day, how is that harmful to other people? Well, when you have your own mother on there bragging about basically exploiting her own daughter for vacations and gifts, and when you have other OnlyFans models breaking down in tears after disclosing that they have done something similar to you, I may be able to make the argument that what you're doing is harmful. Not only that, but when you purposefully seek out 18 and 19-year-olds for your videos just so that you can train for free, all in exchange of exploiting their face, I have kind of an issue with it, because you can make the argument that 18, 19 is an adult, but I'm so sorry, I'm an adult. I'm 27. They are a kid.
I was bored of living the 9 till 5 and I was like, I'm going to give this a go.
I bunked 158 students in just 2 weeks.
I did Cancun in March, I've done schoolies, which is in Australia, and then freshers in the UK. I shared my location online. I was like, this is where I'm going to be, let me pleasure you. And there was a massive queue.
A queue? She calls it a queue, as if people are just sitting there waiting to watch her YouTube video. A queue, man. You're out here looking for, in my eyes, pretty much fucking kids to sleep with. You might be a predator yourself. Chris Hansen, hello?
Talk money.
September hit just over 500,000.
That's crazy. What does your dad say about it?
Yeah, he loves it. I want to beat the world record. It's 948 people in one day. And I loved it.
Bro, if your dad loves the fact that you pack purple-headed yogurt slinger for $6.99 for a career, maybe it runs in the family. Y'all all gotta be predators. But just wait till you hear what the mom has to say, because you would think as a mother that you would have some sort of instinct. You would want to protect your child. You would want to make sure that she was safe. She wasn't stuffing her face with 100 heat-seeking moisture missiles, training to do 1,000. But no.
What was it like after cleaning up after bang?
Messy. Hundreds of condoms, boxer shorts, tops, stained bed sheets, wet bed sheets. So even when you hear, you know, that she slept with 158 guys in 2 weeks.
It's just part of a job and that's it.
So you don't have any kind of, you know, emotional response to it?
At first I did, but not anymore.
Bonnie, when you told your parents what you do, how did that conversation go?
I actually didn't tell him. A video got leaked. I would have always told him. I'd only just started, so I wasn't ready to explain why I've chose to do this job.
I was gutted at first, I really was. It was shock, but it was just a shock because it's something I never thought she would do.
What has Bonnie achieved doing it in your eyes?
Well, where are you going next month?
Yeah, we're going on a really nice holiday.
So her making all that money, how has it affected you?
We've had nice holidays and nice gifts.
That is absolutely nauseating. This woman needs to be checked. This woman is sitting here talking about cleaning up after an orgy, after her daughter, and having to pick up used condoms and stained sheets and clothing. And she says that it's fine because what she's getting in return is holidays and gifts. What's insane is I'm seeing so many of these family members from these famous OnlyFans models really just like selling out to the money. Most prominently this chick who has brought her little brother on a podcast and they've staged this whole script where he's embarrassed by her OnlyFans and it's this big controversial thing, but it really just came out that he was in on it the whole time. So are the parents. So they are knowingly putting this 14-year-old boy on screen, scripting him to say that he's being bullied at school and blah, 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 and then just giving him gifts and vacations to just fluff it off, to just soothe the trauma. But in Bonnie Blue's case, her parents are just perfectly okay with this. They're perfectly okay with taking money that their daughter has gotten and earned by taking dick. See, Bonnie is only 25. She looks older. I don't know if for every dick you take that's an extra wrinkle, I'm not sure. She used to be a recruiter in Nottingham. She was married and then she made an OnlyFans and her husband divorced her. So then she moved to Australia. There's something about this woman bragging about her niche being sleeping with 18, 19-year-olds that really just makes me vomit. If a man were on the internet bragging about how he only sleeps with 18, 19-year-old girls, the internet would be just as pissed at him as they are with Bonnie Blue. I must say, I'm actually really impressed because this time, society isn't using double standards and they're keeping the energy the exact same. Any grown-ass person that intentionally seeks out anybody with teen in their age for sex, not just seeking them out for sex, but seeking them out to put them on their platform where these are young, impressionable people, these young guys probably have no fucking idea the consequence that this could have for them. These guys are fresh out of high school, right in college. If that video leaks of them in the future, do you think that they're going to be able to work in their career field? Probably not. But these aren't things that they think about. That's why I want to show you this next girl who's in tears talking about sleeping with over 100 guys and how borderline traumatic that was for her. Lily Phillips is a porn star and OnlyFans model that was recently featured on a new documentary, and she opens up and breaks down about a time that she took 100 Willy the One-Eyed Wonder Wieners in one day. And I want you to just listen.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this. And like, it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal things at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember. And that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know.
This girl is literally expressing that she dissociates while having to film these scenes. And dissociation is a trauma response. That's where your brain separates your consciousness from what's happening so that you don't have to feel all of the emotional and psychological effects of it. I don't know, man. It just breaks my heart that so many women will encourage women to do this. And I'm called a misogynist for speaking out against OnlyFans and sex work. But yet, those women aren't called misogynists who literally push women into a career that traumatizes them, all for the benefits of money.
I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
She has taken away her own right to consent in a way. Anybody who has made themselves available for purchase or for sale will inevitably feel dehumanized and just like disgusting about themselves, because if you make yourself a product, people will treat you like a product. They'll get mad when it's broken, when it's not working the way they want it to. It's really like, it's just not something that a human being should feel. Like, consent matters. You shouldn't have somebody getting angry at you because, you know, you're not letting them give you an extra 2 minutes of dick. But, you know, on the other hand, that's what she's promising people.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all.
People who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
When was the last time you ate?
I had I think I had a yum yum, and I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind of, and then the rest. It's not for the weak, girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like.
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah, yeah. Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
And I know a lot of people won't feel a lot of sympathy for her, but you know, I just want you to picture that this was like your kid and she just went down the wrong path, and you know, unfortunately it was a path of dicks. You know, you can tell this girl is traumatized. She's unhappy. Her confidence is on the floor. She doesn't feel like she has a whole lot of power. You know, it's sad. As a mother, it's sad, and I just wonder where her parents are and like why they're not protecting her. And that's why I will never bend when women try to call me a misogynist for denouncing sex work and trying to educate women on the downfalls and the negatives and the like emotional hardships that come with it. I'm not a misogynist for that. You can say that I'm not supporting women, but like I think that is caring about women. I think that is the root of like girls must stick together, which is we have to protect each other. Girls must stick together nowadays has just turned into like encouraging each other to do toxic, shitty, sometimes abusive, sometimes exploitative things, when it really should be about saying, hey, these are my experiences. Let me educate you so that you don't experience what I experienced. Listen to yourself. If you don't like it, stop. Don't let money be the reason you keep going, and don't let your family members exploit you, because they know that this isn't the best thing for you. And if they are just happy-go-lucky, willy-nilly taking your money, there's something to be said about them too. Let's be honest, the OnlyFans girls like this one, who exposes herself publicly to like unsuspecting strangers, so this man clearly still doesn't give a fuck, I have absolutely no sympathy for them, and I think that they should be jailed. I think people like Bonnie Blue, who are going around colleges where there's like freshly 18 boys and using them for OnlyFans videos, I think is diabolical, and I think it should be illegal. I want to see more women coming together to encourage these women to just do bigger and better things. Like if feminists from back in the day could see us now, they would be disgusted. They would be absolutely mortified. Are women allowed to keep the money that they make when they work? Oh yeah, definitely. The #1 suggested job is OnlyFans. Like an air conditioning company. No, it's where they take their clothes off and play hide the household vegetables up their cooters for $3.99. What? Like I really think that they would just hang their heads in shame. What do you mean female empowerment means selling your body to men? What? Let's just stop normalizing all of this exploitation, and let's just get women back to like being women again, being strong, being independent, making our own money, and not doing it by spreading our legs. Thanks for hanging out with me this video. My name is Roma Army. I'm a men's rights advocate. I have a podcast called Roma's Man Cave, and in production, we have a live podcast being created with not only but the Dadvocate. So if you want to see the Dadvocate and I team up, make sure that you keep in tune with our socials, keep watching our videos, because this podcast is in the making. It is coming, and we hope to bring on more of your favorite female men's rights advocates and just take the world by storm. Also, make sure you check out my merch. It's the C'estLaVie.com. You can find the Roma Ghost. You can find really comfy sweatpants, really comfy, really well-made t-shirts, and I hope to fulfill your orders soon. I have all these I have to take to the post office. We're probably going to do that tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't give any of these OnlyFans models any dick. Thank you.
I'm thinking about your love, said I'm looking for your